my people, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube lands, it's your boy Tuglo, and today we are here with the third episode of Apocrypha. Let me say first off, love the episode. There's actually something that I kind of feel that, I don't know whether it's just me personally or if other people are noticing this, but to me it feels like there might be like 2 or 3 stories that they're trying to tell all at one time. You know, the black faction, the red faction, and then maybe something to deal with Jeanne d'Arc and Emiya Kotamine. First off, Emiya Kotamine, like what the fuck, bro? But I feel like those are 3 different stories that they're trying to talk about. But instead of like taking one path, taking another path, and then having the third path, and then they all like meet up at one spot, and then you tell the story past that way, they're like trying to inch this one, inch this one, inch this one with every episode. So this episode again felt so slow, but the fight scenes, dude, those were so fucking sick. Dude, it reminded me of like some like DBZ shit where you would be like, you would see like, you know, 5-10 seconds of them going at each other, and then they just go into like the super quick speed where they're like, but then they had weapons. That shit was so fucking cool. I love that shit. And then Jeanne d'Arc, I love her. First off, I got to say, I love her because she was just, the fact that she understands her role in this Holy Grail war. It, you know, she like, oh, well, hey, this dude's trying to offer me a little bit of help. Let me go, you know, take him up on his deal. Nah, she was like, oh, you thought this was going to be a 2-on-1 fight? Yeet your ass. Like, you know, that shit was so cool to me. Like, the fact that she can't be swayed, or she chooses not to be swayed one way or another. I dig that shit. I dig that shit. The fight scene, let me go ahead and say this. Siegfried, I don't know how to say this man's name. That guy, I ain't gonna lie to you, I thought he was gonna be a little pussy or some shit. Because in Fate Grand Order, the mobile game, he ain't really too strong, but he came out swinging in that fight, man. So that shit was really good. I really liked the fight scene in this week's episode. What else happened? I know Mordred, she had a little bit of time, you know, she rolling around, you know, whining like a little kid, but you know, she was cute in the way in which she acted, in the way that which she did it. And then the necromancer, I guess I don't remember what he called him, and he was like, my king or my queen or whatever, and he was like, well, you know, you called them civilians, and that's a name only reserved for kings and queens. And I was like, damn, this man was smooth as fuck. So that was really cool. From what I've, you know, been researching, what I've been hearing, you know, I think this, you know, this, you know, Fate series is supposed to actually have more insight on Jeanne d'Arc and Emiya Kotamine instead of the red and black faction. Now, how true is that? I don't know, but that is definitely something I'd like to keep in mind, because to be honest with you, I don't know which way, I don't know who they're focusing on, because like I said, it felt like they're giving, you know, you get about 8 minutes, 10 minutes, you get about 10 minutes, you know, black faction gets 10 minutes, red gets 10, and then Jeanne d'Arc and Emiya get 2 minutes or some shit like that, and then boom, that's the end of the episode. And I'm just like, bruh, take a route and end it there, come back, bring it up, take the third one, bring it up, combine them, and then go. I think that could potentially be a better way. I'm not sure, because I'm not a storyteller, I'm not an anime expert by no means, but that's definitely just something to think about as far as storytelling wise, that you know, it could be different. But you know, we're gonna see how this series turns out. This definitely, you know, they're still building it up, trying to, you know, introduce like, oh, here's some more backgrounds, here's what they want with their wishes, this is what they want with their wishes. And then we see Berserker, I think it was from the red faction. This man's just rolling through as if ain't shit finna happen, running into the black territory, and I'm just like, this guy got some nuts. He's just going in there, setting off all the booby traps, setting off all the alarms, not even getting hit. Like, okay, I'm gonna keep an eye out on that man because he looked like he could be doing something. But yeah, that's all I've got for this episode. It wasn't really anything too in depth. It wasn't really anything too outstanding. Definitely, had a few lewd scenes here and there. Had a few cute scenes here and there with, I want to say it was Frankenstein or the monster that Frankenstein created, and her master. That was a really cute scene. She just kind of tugged on his cuff and then gave him that flower. That was so cute. But yeah, this episode wasn't really anything too outstanding. Kind of felt like it was just more of a setting it up, still setting it up. To be honest with you, not being able to see what happens next week kind of upsets me. Like, you ain't even giving me a little teaser, a little preview. Just go ahead and break my heart. But I'd like to assume by the 5th episode, I'm not going to say the 4th because the 4th would be next week, and I feel like that's asking for too much. I'm going to say by the 5th or 6th episode, we're going to start picking up the pace. We're going to start seeing what's going on. But I do want to say I don't remember the fella's name. Vlad the Third turned around to one of the dudes standing to his left of him, and he said, "All right, man, how are you going to deal with this? Let me see what you got." Then he goes, "All right, yeah, yes, master, yes, sir." And then he kind of smiled, and I was like, "Oh shit, this dude might have a little something up his sleeve." So I could be wrong. Next week we could be in for a good treat, but I'm not gonna set myself up for these high expectations just to be let down, and Berserker just comes in there and gets one shot like out of fucking nowhere. So let me know what you thought about this week's episode. What do you think is going to happen in the future? Do you think that they should kind of focus on the red faction and the black faction, Jeanne d'Arc and Emiya, and then bring them all up to speed? Or do you think they should just keep on going the way they're going? It seems like at a snail's pace, man. But let me know what y'all think. Did you like and enjoy this week's episode? I'd really like to know what you got to say. But until the next anime episode review for A Fate Apocrypha, I hope y'all have a great day. Hope you enjoy your night. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out all the links in the description box below. That has all my social media links, my Discord server, and it has a link to my Patreon page where you can support me even further so that I can one day do this full time and live the dream to give and pump out content for all of you lovely people. But until the next video, if you haven't already, subscribe. Help your boy out even more. Until the next video, have a fantastic day, night, evening, dusk, or dawn, night, or noon. And until then, peace out, baby.